Robbins lives, writes, and loves in Portland, Oregon. His work has appeared in Alchemy, Blazevox, Housefire, Spork, Sound, and other small journals. He was recently featured on Eekno.com, and his self-published chapbooks, 80 Poems, and I Want to Say How I Feel and Be Done With It Forever, are available at Powell's Books. The latter was selected as the Independent Publishing Resource Center's December 2013 Zine of the Month. Dear friends, meet my other dear friend, Ross Robbins.
Hi. Let's see here.
You're way taller than me.
I am significantly taller than you.
You should also pull it back a little bit so the spotlight's hitting you a little better.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm going to read my 3 place-based poems, and then I thought I might read a couple quick pieces from my latest manuscript I'm working on called The Book of Definitions. And then we can go home and go on with our lives. How's that sound? Okay. If I just project without the microphone, can you hear me?
That's exceptional.
I hate microphones a lot.
Me too.
This is called Bitter Cherry. Sword ferns cut a steady rhythm in the stony shade. Faltering day, forest park, late rising, my fascistic foot groans low, pathetic and bogged. Thinness between the real and ideas, as English ivy's Nazi onslaught crumbs the bark of old generals to chaff, dries the damp green to slump. Heel spur, muddy step. Ample though my stretches be, endear myself to podiatry, beg of the doctor a sweeter poultice, a more aggressive Vicodin. Stitch me up for the game, doc. Bandage this bitter cherry against cold and cramp. I crumple a paper birch into leafy spurge, a surging taproot. Yellow my wet sod skin with the rushing spread of invasion's flattery. Even though it's killing me, this organism wants me. And everyone wants to be wanted, wants a nettle's sting if only for calamine, wants a testy look if only to be seen, wants to fall down the hill while exploring Forest Park, that this handsome hiker might kneel down to appease me, to wrap me, my wounds, in sweet, dry grass. This one's called Fukushima. Fukushima, Oceanside. This one's less exciting. I would move into this cottage, let years slip like oysters. At dusk each day, I would walk the rock tunnel by the waves, stand at the wonky mouth, my lousy posture in buggy silhouette. Cynic that I am, I would learn to be light with myself and with others, my thoughts in frantic flight. Isotopes bombard the mind into something new. Bad news come from over the Pacific, come riding the currents with turtles and warm. On a rainy day, you can see for never. My last place poem is called The Retreat to the World of Dreams. I went to the woods to use a computer made of snow. Soon I typed the shape of it to nothing. I could not remember why I came, and it had gotten dark. You understand that it is the world. You understand that I am a blink of your watch away from endearing myself to silence. Absent what invisible hand propelled me from my bed this morning, I will be a tiny mound of used matches and chicken bones when dark rolls around. Singing, I would dare not interfere, sink the blue stone to sink you. Such a kindness this day is the illogic of which we and dreams are made, not born. The enchantment lifts, Burnside Bridge now wood, and its joints are grease and fire. Black eyes look out from the embers. Blow as I may, it is only kindled higher. My tongue tastes like nutmeg as the bridge falls all around me. Close my eyes, concentrate, and I am back in the woods. Years flash like amputations, always near water, rolled in gravel, bloody knees. I wake up at the bottom of the Willamette. I wake up under the Ross Island Bridge. I wake up on top of Big Pink, jump off and land in a dumpster at Freddy's. When the earthquake comes to roll the city, I wake up dead 1,000 years, rattle the Richter scale into grit. So I've been mulling over which ones to end with all day.
That one.
These two. These two are short, and like I said, they're from this manuscript I'm working on called The Book of Definitions. And as you'll see, the titles are like a word and then the definition of that word. And then the poem itself is sort of about that word or inspired by that word. So, the first one is called Visceral, inspired by impulse rather than deliberation, for Emily Kendall Fry. Felt in the guts, fingering my navel, a piece of sand lives in the scar, sends a zap from belly to cock. Decide, based on nothing, to walk to Trader Joe's and buy a mesh sack of pistachios. I crack them dry with nut dust with my chapped and splitting fingers. One is tough to split. I bring it to my lips, crack a tooth, sucking blood, splintered nutshell slices gum. Listen, what I cannot crack is what I only love. And finally, this is called...
Give us a second to love you. Come on.
Sorry, I get excited. Rostrum, an elevated platform for public speaking. How long enough to be beautiful? It was absolutely true. I, just a patchwork of bloody, terrifying in your heart, this street. Mind your mouth is open. A quote I'm exhausted by. What's sad is heartbreakingly good. Sometimes life is a cool washcloth for me. Spout off to a coral cave with all earthquakes registering above 5.0 on the hard floor. This is not just one more. Earth rent asunder, fracked, and honestly denied. Last high can mean your last breath. I feel guilty about loving this. Stop chewing my heart. One more time. I'm down. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.